Up next on Health Unmasked.
naye mujje bbiya waffe mu bintu byammwe oba obuugi bwe bukuwoomera genda onywa obuugi bwo essanyu lyaffe tulijja mu mwenge.
If there is no alcohol today, I am dying. I'll walk on that road barefoot. I'll go to any bar, even though it is raining, whether there is money or not, nino kufuna agenda okumpa mwenge. Because obuugi, you've found joy in obuugi, and even though you don't know it, every day you're looking for porridge. You're addicted to porridge.
Ekyo kirekawo haaji waffe alfa tezigenze kutta. In Uganda, weekends not only start on Fridays, they start at the moment one bottle is poured into a glass. Behind all that enjoyment, there is a story your body is silently telling. I am Chalimpa Daffin, and with me today are my co-hosts Fred and Alfat. And guess what? We are back again with Dr. Wabwile Joseph. You guys loved him so much the last time we had him here. You loved the vibing, you loved the energy, and yes, he's back again with extra information about the topic that we are going to talk about today. He's going to help us make informed decision about our daily life. So yeah, Dr. Joseph, welcome back to Health Unmasked.
I'm very privileged, our viewers, to be honored to come back and speak to us on the Health Unmasked. Yeah, I've been introduced. I teach at Jeff International University.
Oh, wow.
And I'm glad to interact with this group of friends, very vibrant young friends.
Yeah. So I want us to start this conversation because trust me, you need to hear about all we are going to speak about today. I want us to set the tune with a question, and I would like Alfat to answer this question. Alfat, what do you think alcoholism is, or alcohol use disorder?
Now, to our dear viewers, I'm excited to be with you today, and I'm so privileged to talk to you about alcohol. I'm putting this right and out of context. Alcohol is not bad. It is something very good, and something we even use in our culture.
Oh.
For Muganda to marry, they have to present ebitabi omwenge.
Yeah.
I think we all know that. So it is something very useful and something good. Now, what makes alcohol a problem is that if someone becomes a chronic user of alcohol. And by chronic user, I mean someone who cannot control the urge or that feeling of wanting to drink. Every time you're thinking about alcohol, you cannot even concentrate on work unless you take some sip of alcohol. That is what we call chronic alcohol use. And that one turns into what we call alcohol use disorder. It becomes a problem, and maybe at that point, someone needs to seek help or guidance. Now, like I said at the beginning, people use alcohol in different ways. We can say to use alcohol for recreational purposes. You've gone for a picnic or you've gone for a party. For enjoyment, you choose to sip a bottle or a glass, and then life moves on. And then also people choose to take alcohol, maybe to kill stress.
That's
As
true.
we all hope that alcohol can take away stress, we think that alcohol actually helps you forget your problems.
I want to believe that most of us nowadays take alcohol because of stress.
Yeah, usually. But me, I don't believe that alcohol actually makes you forget your problems. It just
so that's
makes
what
them
we want to
disappear for
hear
a short
about.
while.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we want to dig
Have you tried it?
into.
Trying alcohol? You're asking a full urge
Oh my
all the way
God.
from Mecca.
How did they say where you
Alcohol.
said that you don't believe it makes you forget your problems? So I was
Have you
trying-
ever experienced?
No, but I say that because I think when you take, of course it will maybe kinda distract you. But after a short while, when it has erupted from your
You will
mind,
eventually
still the
remember your
problems will come.
problems.
You wake up to your
yes,
problems.
so you wake up to your problems. In simple
Okay.
terms.
So this conversation is going to be a bit to our dear viewers. Just get a cup of tea, get any drink, get settled, and we are going to enjoy this episode. So Fred, welcome back to another episode.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
Very, very, very.
So our dear viewers are eagerly waiting for what you have for them.
Thank you so much. You know, when the team I work with told me that we are going to discuss about alcohol, so I also had to make some research.
Yeah.
So during my research, I had to come up with some misconceptions we usually have within the society.
Oh my God. And that's the question I actually had for you.
Okay.
Okay.
And the first misconception I came across is that alcoholism is a choice. So just quit it.
Oh my God.
Since you are the one who decided to start taking alcohol,
You can quit.
you can just quit it.
And I want our guest,
uh,
I had planned it in a way that I'm going to ask you the misconceptions.
Mm.
And our dear guest is going to tell us, is this actually true? Is it impossible? It is possible.
I'm also
So
excited.
yeah, we have one. So for doctor, we have one.
Yes.
Is it a choice? So he's going to tell us all of them, and you're going to explain to our dear viewers what actually the reality is. Because these are misconceptions.
Another one, they say that if you start taking alcohol, if you stop taking alcohol, you will feel good, you will feel okay. So you also want to get to know that whether it's true.
Okay.
Then another misconception is that if someone is having a hangover, that then you should take more alcohol. You stop the hangover. We also want to get to know that whether it's true.
Okay. So, Dr. Joseph, you're going to explain to us. Because
he's a professor.
Yeah.
He has the information.
We believe that you have information that is enough for all of us. Yeah. Oh my God. So, Fred, would you please repeat those misconceptions one by one as he answers?
If it's a misconception, so he knows the conception.
He wants to hear from you.
From you.
He
I'm
hears
here
this
to learn.
from rumors.
He believes it's a
Yeah.
misconception.
Carry.
That is his belief.
So please, what is the first one?
Number
If
one
you can state it clearly to him.
says that
Hey.
alcoholism is a choice. Just quit it.
Okay, our viewers, for starters, let's define this thing we are calling alcohol. These people here, I think you've done pharmacy before.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have a molecule.
Oh my God.
It's something called oxygen and hydrogen, OH. It's like a functional group.
Wow.
So when it's added on what we call an organic chain, it becomes an alcohol. Now, the reason I'm starting from these basics, because when alcohol is being made at home, the local waraji, the local beer, the first product which comes out is usually methanol. However, methanol easily turns into ethanol. Now, ethanol is the alcohol that we take. Methanol is a poison to the body. So as we talk about alcohol, we should be aware that especially for homemade alcohol, there is opportunity for alcohol poisoning, and specifically when methanol gets into the body. So that has to be.
So how safe are these people that take Mwenge deep down from the villages?
Now, if you go deep down the village, they will tell you straight away that when they're distilling, the very first distillate is prohibited. They don't take it.
Oh, so they know the science.
Yeah, that's how they know it.
Me, I thought that is now the concentrated one that someone would take it.
Okay, so for them, they think it's concentrated, but that's methanol. In fact, in Uganda, once had a methanol poisoning saga. People lost eyesight, others died. That was that dangerous. So you have to be patient and let the ethanol come in. And then when the ethanol comes in, of course, with time we shall be discussing, there are 3 categories of drinks. We have beers, we have wines, then we have spirits.
Doctor, there is this group of people which says that, oh my God, I don't take alcohol, I don't booze, I just take wines, I just take this. I want you today, we are going to come out with a clear answer. Is this true or not? So
now, beers in terms of concentration are usually anywhere between 4 to 7% ethanol. That is weight over volume. And it's really a good concentration for ordinary people, because the other thing that we do, we measure the percentage of alcohol in someone's blood. And when someone has just started to drink, the first level is between 0.3 all the way to 0.5%, 0.05% of alcohol in the blood.
Yeah.
That at that level, someone is becoming talkative. someone's confidence is increasing. At that point, someone is having a feeling of euphoria. They're feeling high, they're feeling happy, and their judgment is starting to become impaired, but it's okay. Then
not yet there.
That is 0.005. Now, it's interesting that the American government allows someone to drive as long as the blood has not yet gone beyond 0.008%.
Hey.
Yeah. Now, the next phase, of course, now you're going anywhere between 0.15 onwards, when you're increasing the alcohol content in the blood.
Yeah.
Because as you're taking the alcohol, it's going straight into the blood. And by the way, if your stomach is empty and you take alcohol, it means the alcohol will be quickly absorbed into the body. So it is easier for the alcohol to have its impact.
So is it the reason as why they told people that onywedde kumachanga tonalyo yagala kufa?
Yes, that is the thing. In fact, we shall be discussing why alcohol can kill you if you take it on an empty stomach.
Oh yeah.
And when you are treating people who are having alcohol syndromes, the biggest thing that we are looking at is actually glucose in their blood. We actually inject these people IV lines and we put dextrose, literally sugar, into their blood.
Because, to increase on glucose levels.
Yeah, glucose levels. Because your brain uses so much of glucose as the primary source of energy. And without that, we are into problems. And there is also a coenzyme called thiamine, which gets depleted by alcohol. And yet thiamine helps the glucose to be utilized by the brain cells. And now remember something about your brain cells. If they get starved and they don't have enough glucose, they can die. And as you know, in physiology, when a brain cell dies, this is now science, it is never replaced.
For us.
Yeah, well, once enough cell in the brain dies, it's never replaced. So the threat with alcohol, especially, remember this thing goes in concentrations, but like the reason I'm telling you from first principles, so that you know how to avoid some of these things.
Yeah.
Like let there be enough food in the system, let there be enough glucose in the blood, then you put in the alcohol, and then let it be diluted. So beers are 7% to 4%. Then wines go all the way from 12, anywhere between 12 to 15%.
So wine is even stronger than beer.
Yeah, wines are stronger than
people
beer.
That take wines, it's just cool.
No, there's a reason it's more expensive.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a reason the beer is 3K and the wine is up there.
Me, I thought that the beer has more alcohol content than the wine.
Actually, they all began as beer. They got the alcohol aside, and then they kept it in these specific containers. And the wine got the flavor of the containers. The longer the wine, the sweeter, the more the flavor, the better. That is how wines are made.
That's true.
That's why it is fermented for long.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just that our cameras are not capturing. I saw a Johnny Walker somewhere here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that gentleman there, of course, he's long gone. But he broke records.
John Walker.
Yeah, he broke records when he started his wine business and whiskeys, to be specific.
Yeah.
He could brew one for up to 50 years.
50 years?
Yeah.
He lived for how long? Him as an individual.
Just know his sons grow, and then there's this person who's employed to test wine.
Wow.
Employed.
And he's having wines and whiskeys, which are some are 18 years, some are 25 years old, some are 50 years old. Some are 12 years old, and that's the major reason why the price is up there.
So the longer the number of years,
the price. Then now there's this group we call the spirits, which we don't expect you to even take in like to just drink.
Is it the one they put in shots?
Yeah.
Very, very little glasses.
They are 40%.
Oh my God, 40% is kind of weird.
40%.
Well, sanitizer is 70%.
Yeah.
You're killing terms in actual sense.
And
oh my
even
God.
for the beer,
close to sanitizer.
we expect you to take it in sips.
Yeah.
We don't expect you to gallop the beer.
Like the way you take a glass of water.
Exactly.
That is dangerous to
Yeah.
So, is alcoholism a choice?
Or do you need to just quit it, or it's not that
He has
easy?
defined it as that urge, the way you cannot stop it.
Yeah.
Now there are 3 levels. One is dependence, tolerance. Anything that you take in your body. You begin when you can tolerate it. It has no problem in you.
Yeah.
Then now for alcohol, for example, alcohol makes you happy. That's why the forgetting problems comes.
Yeah.
So it makes you happy and you're enjoying life.
Yeah.
Now your brain likes things which make you happy. So every day your brain wants to go back to the thing which gives you
The
happiness.
sensation of happiness.
Yes. And now that is addiction.
There is this saying that people normally use these days that bw'oba tuyita nti tunywa mwenge oba obuugi bwe bukuwoomera genda onywa obuugi bwo ffe essanyu lyaffe tulijja mu mwenge.
Exactly.
So is it that their only happiness comes from alcohol?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's making them happy. And they drink in a group.
Which means they can't
There
find
is vibe.
anything else outside alcohol. Oh,
And you're right when you talk about
Because
addiction.
obuugi, you've found joy in obuugi. And
Yes,
even
you are
though you
obuugi
don't
bo.
know it, every day you're looking for porridge. You're addicted to porridge.
that's true.
Because it's your source of joy. And without it, your day is
You
not
find
over.
someone addicted
You
with
must
a cup
have
of
porridge.
coffee. Yeah.
And basing on that myth, usually they say that if you want to know that you are addicted to something, try to quit it.
Hey.
Tonywa buugi bwo naawe olabe.
You will see.
Now
Yeah.
that takes you to the next level, dependence.
Mm.
Now dependence is terrible. With dependence, if there is no alcohol today, I am dying. Yeah, with dependence,
You'll be
I'll
really
wake up
serious.
out of my house, I'll walk on that road barefoot, I'll go to any bar,
Even when it is
even
raining.
though it is raining, whether there is money or not, nino kufuna agenda okumpayo ekyo
Guys,
kunywa.
I've ever seen someone who took his phone. He was in a bar, took his phone to the counter because he had no money. And then he was saying, if at all you could give me one glass like this, I'm leaving this phone with you. So is it the dependence we are talking
Yeah.
about?
And rich
Someone
dependence.
rather
Dependence.
leaves anything of his or hers just to take.
So the Twitter Anders. Anders is imukumi.
we have to agree no one chooses to live that life.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you
choose,
started.
you choose
started
to
that
take
thing.
alcohol
Mm.
and become happy. You don't choose to become a dependent.
But
Yeah, true.
your happiness can't let you go.
Yeah.
In simple terms.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it is like okay for us like married men. It's like a married man going for a side chick for pleasure. Then the side chick becomes the side chick.
Yeah.
The happiness becomes kilinje.
The happiness
you.
becomes clingy
You can
and
never
he
get
becomes
happiness from
arrested.
your wife.
And now he's being controlled. But he made a choice to go day one.
Though he was going with a mindset of just once. I'm not
He thought
coming
he's
back.
in control. Then
Oh my God.
she became in control.
Passing time.
Hey.
Okay, so doctor, this is the second misconception. We are talking about people who are addicted to alcohol. If they had just want to stop for a while, everything would be fine. Is that true? If they had just stopped for a while, everything would be fine.
The truth is alcohol has negative effects in the body. We can, if you come to JIU, we shall discuss in details in class, like real scientific we know
Yeah.
Yes.
how alcohol destroys the liver, what it does
How
to
it
the
is broken
brain,
down.
how it is broken down,
Down.
how it destroys the stomach. Like there's a lot we shall discuss. By that I mean it's bad. We're talking of excessive alcohol.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, even the Bible, someone had a stomach disease was told take alcohol. Yes, that was Timothy.
Wow.
Of course, you come over to pharmacy school, you learn that in peptic ulcer disease, one of the problems is hyperacidity. And
Yeah.
alcohol is a base, OH. So alcohol can
Reduce on the acid.
Can
act as
an
Which
acid.
means omuntu
Neutralize.
waka alsa asobola onnyangayo katonotono kamuyamba. Yes, if
Tuja.
at all it is going to help
Bible says a
me.
little alcohol
eh.
for your stomach needs. Yes.
Yes.
So
ekyo kirekawo haji waffe
but,
ulcer tezigenze kutta.
Munaye, before the ulcer came me, I also believe that the casmol that you're starting with can also result into dependence.
Like a
at the end of the day.
medicine.
of course,
medicine.
of course, that small medicine has that power. Like if you went for fun, but the one who gave you the fun became your arrester.
True.
So
Without you knowing, willingly you became arrested.
Good.
Okay.
yeah. So if you want to leave the alcohol addiction, all these negative, we have just spoken on the body,
Yeah.
but there's the social negative impact. Imagine a married man coming and beating the wife while the children are watching
Yeah.
because he's drunk. Or daddy drove the car when he's drunk and then he entered Lake Victoria. Yeah, I mean, these things that are happening. Our police officers will
So
tell you.
painful, yes.
There are times when they do a random night check on drivers and they arrest hundreds of drunk drivers at night.
True.
So there's that social aspect. I know people who have lost their jobs because of alcoholism. So there are those negative things. So if really the person stopped alcoholism, the science is simple. All these negative things will have stopped and then they will get good things.
Good
Yeah.
things, true.
However, for addicts and dependents, there's what they call alcohol withdrawal syndrome.
Tell
Withdrawal
us what are those
syndrome.
things there?
Yeah, that syndrome, it's because remember, when you suddenly don't take alcohol for 24 hours, 36 hours, the brain is not happy with you.
Sometimes it is not us, it is the body.
Yeah,
Oh my
the body
God.
is not happy with you. Where is the alcohol? And how it's going to demand it, it can be so terrible that someone can get seizures, like they're in an epileptic fit.
Oh.
And it's just a alcohol withdrawal
By the way, that
syndrome.
is seen when you visit these rehabilitation
So
centers.
that explains why typical drunkards,
Yes.
you find that whenever they have not taken anything, they are always shaking, as if they have Parkinson's
Yeah,
disease.
that
They are
Parkinson's
restless. They
Yes,
cannot
yes.
sit in one place.
And when someone takes the alcohol, they become
Yeah.
okay. Hey.
So when do those signs come up? Is it when one day after maybe you've not taken alcohol for
The
one
first
day or
24
a week
hours.
are enough for you to get
Yes,
those?
for an alcohol addict to start having that.
Yeah. Because
But it's treatable.
we've seen people who have gone far as you've seen people in Butabika in rehabilitation centers
Yes.
because of alcohol, because of some other drugs, which means it is that so hard for someone to actually quit.
It's really hard.
You've spoken of Butabika National Referral Hospital
Yeah.
for psychiatry. And I remember one psychiatrist telling me that alcohol and substance abuse is bringing over 90% of the clients.
Yeah.
90%.
The
Yeah,
statistics
especially
huge.
those who are having this thing we call schizophrenia, mad.
Hey.
Yeah.
So alcoholism,
Yeah,
you literally saying, can lead to psychosis.
it can lead to psychosis.
Oh.
Okay.
So, doctor, there is this question I have. I came with this question because I had a relative who was an alcoholic. And then because his parents were actually these people from the army, they got the guy, locked him in a room
Yes.
for 3 days. We found the boy in the room because we thought that he was even dead. We found him sleeping there, and when they actually took him to the hospital, they told us that it's not good to let someone who was decided, or maybe who was drinking alcohol every day, you just lock him in a room without anything like alcohol. That one can actually kill him
It can.
faster than when
can.
he was taking the alcohol. What is the science there? So should we always, when someone wants to quit alcohol, because we see them in Butabika, so do they give them that drug to see that they can quit it slowly? Oh.
Now, there's a word we like to use, tapering. In alcoholism or alcohol addicts, the language we have is, how many bottles do you drink per day?
Oh.
You drink 5. We're not going to tell you stop. We're going to tell you, how about you drink 4? Then the 5th bottle we put in water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So psychologically, you've taken 5 bottles of alcohol.
Yeah. But then you realize you didn't have any withdrawal syndromes that day.
So
How
in
about
putting water in the other 5th bottle, are you manipulating the brain or me?
both?
Because I can actually tell that this is water.
Both. We are focusing on the body now.
Okay.
Yeah, because your brain has already told you 1, 2. Feel like, you know, so we are telling the brain 5th has gone, and you also know we are lying to your brain.
Yeah.
But at around 4th bottle, your judgment has become impaired. So we can lie to you.
Yeah, that's true.
So after that, if you can now tolerate the 4, you're at 5. For us, we call that a success. Because we are measuring success. We now go to 3.
Yeah.
And then we see how 3 is doing, we come down to 2. In the US, for men, 2 bottles per day is a recommended maximum for normal drinking of alcohol. Not alcoholics, the normal one.
Yeah.
Here in Uganda.
Uganda, I don't know yet the standards.
Do you even
Yeah,
have
but
them?
the US health standards are
You may find that
2
someone
for men and then 1 for women per day. So once we reach 2, you've reached the US is normal, then we can calm down. Because I've seen people travel this journey from 10 per day to 0 per day.
Okay.
Wow, this is remarkable.
But now notice, who might travel in the journey with?
Doctor, at that very point, I would like you to tell directly that person, maybe someone who was a child, who was a relative, who was struggling to quit alcohol, how they can support them. Is it by locking them in a room?
No.
So talk to them directly, how they can do it. That
Yes.
tapering you've talked about in simple terms.
Now, alcohol withdrawal is a journey. It's really a journey.
Yeah.
And that journey is multi-dimensional, or it's so what do you like to do? Multidisciplinary, meaning different people are involved.
encompasses a lot of activities and
You need
input from different individuals.
accountability, something like
The
that.
scientists will do their job, for example, but then also the parents will do their job, the spiritual person will do their job. Like, everyone is involved. An alcoholic doesn't want to hear the word alcohol.
Again, I don't want to hear the word alcohol, which is my best friend, as an alcoholic.
Yeah, like sometimes you also know you're suffering. Like, you feel attacked.
Someone might come up in the comment section and says, "Banaye mujje bia waffe mu bintu byammwe." You understand? Someone doesn't want you to talk about their thing.
Yeah, and by the way, our viewers, I like you. You're very generous in comments.
We are just having an interesting
mu bintu
conversation.
byaffe. You understand? So tewali ayagala kumuwuliza bubi ne bwe mba nkimanyi nti si kirungi naye tokindeetera bw'otyo.
Yeah.
You understand? You have to look for a way. Okay?
True.
So
Continue.
Yeah, so
Doctor, continue,
it was
please.
multidisciplinary.
Okay.
Yeah, so take them to a rehab center. We have quite a number of them. There are support groups. So the Advantage Rehab Center has perfected the art of doing all these things.
Yeah.
It will act as a family.
Yeah, it will act as a family. They will connect you to a family. They will give you a medical person,
Spiritual
a
parenting.
spiritual. That one you may look for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, some students asked me recently, I was teaching about psychosis. How about if it's a spiritual cause?
Yeah.
Tell them they're spiritual experts who can know and they can deal with it. So you take them there.
Bw'ate ffe
Yes.
ekika kyewaffe ffenna tuli batamiivu.
Yeah, you go and they deal with those issues at that level.
Are
Okay.
we finished misconception or not yet?
He has
There is
actually
a-
explained. Do you have another one?
There is a one, it's common usually. I always hear. They say that if you're experiencing hangover and you take
Oh,
more bottles of alcohol,
Hey.
you feel
Are you not
relieved.
going to die? Oh my
So I want to really understand. Maybe there's a science behind
We
it.
needed someone
Oh,
who has
there is.
experience. Is it
Yeah.
true? Has everyone
Alcohol?
ever tried it?
It's going to affect your digestive system and will not be able to absorb the food you ate. Something called malabsorption.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
what people actually call hangover, the alcohol has reduced in the system, but the hypoglycemia is up
Yeah.
with all the signs of hypoglycemia.
So in actual sense, you just need more
Ulitalaba,
glucose.
they can't
And
even
not
stand.
only that, remember the brain cells were grossly starved of glucose. They are at a risk of brain cell death. So this hangover person is in high need of a painkiller, is in high need of glucose or dextrose, is in high need, literally that is food for those who are home.
Yeah.
The person is in high need of thiamine and not another alcohol on an empty stomach.
Oh, doctor.
That is clear.
In fact, even the acids, because of those who want to drink urine, it's terrible.
Because like literally back down in the villages, I used to hear stories of if someone is suffering from alcohol intoxication, usually they would give a urine.
Hey,
Huh?
Yes, it
That is a bit
practice
tough.
in
It's
the
happening here in Uganda.
Yes, and now doctor is saying the acids are
Yeah.
going to make the solution.
yeah, they're going to make
worse.
We
the
need
situation
some
worse.
people in the comment section
Mm.
to testify. Is it because we need someone who has ever gone through this situation? Is it true that when you have that hangover and you top up with some 3 bottles, you're
the
going to
hangover
be...
goes away.
Yes, is that true? Please go into the comment section, put those comments.
It is
We are going
just
to
the
come
pleasure
back.
which will come back.
And also, doctor, before we leave the
And you
issue
start
of,
thinking that you're okay.
of empty stomach,
Yeah.
because literally I believe alcohol is both water soluble and lipid soluble.
Yeah.
I think that's why it is easily absorbed from the gear
Very
it's
easy.
into. So I thought if someone takes alcohol with the food, the food is going to slow down the absorption of alcohol.
That is the reason. If the alcohol found food in the system,
Yes.
the alcohol's absorption will be slowed
Yes.
to the advantage of the person who took the alcohol.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
if I take it on an empty stomach, I'm just
You're
It is
breaking
going
every
straight out.
science.
Such a risk.
Have you noticed most alcoholics have lost weight?
True.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Okay.
And is it true that they lose appetite?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Doctor, so that explains the reason as to why we believe, there is a belief that alcohol is an empty calorie molecule.
Yes.
It has a lot of calories, but these calories are not useful to the body.
They are
For the
not.
body.
Yeah.
The glucose, the brain uses glucose. The brain doesn't use alcoholic, like it doesn't use ethanol moieties.
But since it is an organic compound and it is made up of carbon atoms, I would believe that in metabolism it will be converted into maybe some organic compound which can be converted into acetate, and then acetate
Now,
is used in,
if it could be used through the
production of
neogenic,
energy.
gluconeogenic way.
yes.
But that would be a long process for the starving cells in the brain.
Okay. It's good.
Kwetuli abali mu comment
And
section.
remember, okay, so,
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
no, but yeah, I mean, this is Jeff International University, so allow us also to show off.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but gluconeogenesis primarily is going to happen from fats and proteins
Yes.
before we start looking for these
Before we think
other
about alcohol and other molecules.
okweraga kukomya.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Doctor.
have a question. Okay.
Doctor, you talked of bottles here. You said in America, 2 bottles.
And by the way, it is
For-
per country.
Okay, yes, 2
Ireland
bottles.
is 17 bottles per week.
What about Russia?
1 bottle.
What about
Then my
Russia?
question is taking moderate or low alcohol beneficial for our health? Like
They've already given
maybe
you an
again
answer.
you try to tell us what is low, what is moderate, what is maybe beneficial for your health.
According to
Our
him
viewers.
Because
as a
doctor-
medical
as a
expert.
medical-
Because doctor says that alcohol can act as an antacid.
So I want him to
He
try
says
and
it can act as an antacid.
put more light and
Yeah,
bring more
alcohol
information
actually-
into light.
it can be good. There is a big debate in most health organizations. What is that safe zone? Now the US has really gone to depth with this thing. of measuring
serious.
the blood alcohol concentration, the BAC, and then they are able to tell you you're good enough to drive, you're not good enough to drive.
Yeah.
For them, they have gone to those details, and they have tried to see what's the percentage which we can say alcohol is okay in the body. And that's where they came from with a woman in a week 7 bottles spread across 7 days. Then they came with a man 14 bottles spread across 7 days.
So in simple terms, a man can take two bottles every day, and the woman
below.
one bottle every day.
Yes.
The maximum.
Yeah, a maximum. But then Canada says 2 bottles per week.
Which kind of, doctor? Are you talking about beers? Because
they're looking at beer, by the way. We're looking at beer.
Someone might
the
take
7%.
these bottles of spirits too.
Now, spirits... Usually, the spirit, you'll buy it, put on the table, and share with friends.
Okay.
Because it's too concentrated for you. Take alone.
Take shots. You don't
Yeah,
take it
put
like
on
what?
the table, let everyone get their wine glasses, share with them.
Yeah.
And even you see, when Jesus was having bread and wine, what we call the Holy Communion with the disciples, it was 1 bottle. He said, "This is my blood." Then he passed that bottle of wine around, and everyone took a sip of it.
So, doctor, you're saying the bottle that Jesus put on the table is actually not his blood. It was wine.
It was initially wine,
It
then
is a
he looked at the
representative.
wine and he said the wine is his
I'm
blood.
falling in love with this. So before we leave that lane exactly of the Bible, doctor,
Yeah.
please. Jesus, among the miracles he performed,
Yes.
he turns water into
Wine.
wine.
Yeah.
And I think maybe shared with
The whole party
the congregation,
Uh-huh.
the people who were around.
Yes.
Okay, so biblically,
Mm.
is wine, okay, or alcohol?
Is
in
it
general?
allowed or
Is it
not?
allowed or it is
Illegal.
not allowed?
Oh, illegal.
Yes.
The answer is 2-way.
Mm-hmm.
And,
the 2 ways.
Yeah. Because the Bible is very clear about drunkards. It is a sin. And then also when talking to kings, the Bible is very clear kings are not supposed to get drunk. And the Bible also talks about alcohol as one of the things which eats money from a man. He calls it the strength of a man is wasted by 2 things, wine and women.
From the Bible.
Yeah, from the book of Proverbs 31.
Yeah.
Wama kyekyo kafeero kyali atugamba oguli ku
Direct from the Bible. Yeah.
omukyali mu malebe.
Okitegeera.
Literally what is on your head is what is going to pull out the money from your pocket, and then you order for more and more.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
So the same Bible which says that very clear about alcohol, is the same Bible which shows that in the Jewish custom they didn't have soda. They had wine.
Hey.
And in that miracle of turning water into wine, the MC tasted the wine and he said, the groom, you guys, you're very unique. Every part I've been to, the best wine, that would be John Walker 50 years, is served first. Then the diluted one is served last.
Yeah, but for you, you're serving.
you're serving the best one
First.
Last. Yeah.
Hey.
because this miraculous wine was again like
Towards the end.
then it was the quality was like the quality of John Walker 50 years.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, towards the end is when we are getting the best wine when people are drunk. So it shows that those guys used to drink and get drunk.
Yeah.
Serious.
But the same people drinking and getting drunk were also being advised that for kings they're not supposed to be part of that clique.
And it is the kings who had the money,
Yeah.
and you're stopping them from drinking.
Yeah.
And the baby is saying one of
Exactly.
that alcohol takes
Exactly.
money
So
from your
it
pocket.
was telling you that the drink that shows that the drinking is for those who are not kings.
Aji,
Am I misperceiving this? Or
Aji, tell us what does the Quran say?
please help me understand this. The Quran is very clear. No alcohol at all. But doctor, before we move to the Quran, please help me understand this. Should we simply say alcohol and alcoholism is for the poor? Because if you're stopping the kings from taking alcohol,
Because you have many responsibilities. Why are you taking alcohol?
Yeah, because your brain
But
needs
now,
to be
even
judged.
You are the final man.
even
You
the
are
poor,
one man's army.
now
You are a
even the
king.
poor
You make
himself
wrong
does not
decisions.
have the money to buy alcohol. So why should be allowed to
Actual
take alcohol?
sense. Omwavu taba na buvunanyizibwa.
Omwava inovunaanyizibwa, but also doesn't have the money to
No.
buy alcohol.
Let us also be based on reality.
Yes.
You know, these guys, you know, they're supposed to make tough decisions.
Yeah.
So you have to make decisions when you're sober.
His issue
At
is
any
how
time.
this poor person.
Yeah,
Why must
nigga.
he be? It's not
Yes.
that the poor
And
must
the-
take alcohol. It is just that if the poor takes alcohol, no one cares.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No one is going
So
to
But it's a reality.
So the Bible doesn't judge.
It's a reality.
Yeah, then judge.
onywa bibyo.
But if the poor person also thinks he's supposed to be a king,
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
he has
No.
to take on the behavior of kings.
So you can choose to be a king in your house and then
Yes.
Drink alcohol
Okay.
at your own risk. If you don't want to become a king, it's okay. You can take your alcohol.
Yeah.
Doctor,
please.
there is this group of people that always say that omwenge abantu kye bagunywera ne bafa bufi bagunywesa busiru. That you're taking alcohol because normally abantu abategeera bulungi okugunywa, you find that someone is having a tray of pork balya bulungi. Because that's how they say that okunywesa omwenge n'amagezi ogunywanga already omaye oli safe. You understand? Maybe that is the reason as to why they are not so much affected.
But doctor is having a 12 pork kulya bulungi.
Relax. We are coming. Doctor, tell us. Tell
And
us.
some of them-
I
them say,
saw him coming up.
oh my God, I think I've been to these societies of alcoholics so much.
Yeah.
Because some of them
But what
say
you're
that.
saying is true.
Yeah.
Every pork joint is like a bar.
Yeah.
100%.
And they say that you have to eat the liver first. Or you know, kuteeka ekibumba such that when alcohol comes, it's going to attack the other liver, not yours.
Misconception.
That is a misconception.
Liver.
That is a
Such that
misconception.
when alcohol comes, it's not going to affect yours.
That is a misconception. I repeat again, that's a
Olaba
What
abantu
is the right
webegumya.
conception?
like, really. Because for me, what I think,
Mm.
this alcohol, like, it is a, I don't want to say it, but it is a toxin. And everything, like, okay, let us say it's a drug. It's not a toxin, it's a drug. And every drug we take usually has to undergo fast-pass metabolism.
Yeah.
Sorry, fast-pass metabolism, but it has to go through the liver.
Tujja
So-
kaba
So that it is
Sure.
what? It is metabolized, and then after metabolism, it is safe either for elimination or to be absorbed for use in the body.
So is this liver
So,
eat on plate
the liver
going
you're
to?
eating on the plate is already dead liver. It doesn't have cells that are going to break down the
So
alcohol.
guys, I think we can hear this.
That
Bane,
misconception
tulekerawo
has been-
okwegumya. Tulekerawo
has been
okwegumya.
It is not
Nti
right.
ate ndidde ekibumba ky'embuzi kigenda.
Yeah.
I have to surprise the alcohol. The moment it comes, it's going to find this
Wabula
one.
mweka zangu.
Mama Musao,
You
answer
have
that
to look
question.
for a way.
He mentioned something about a guy takes even 10 bottles,
Yeah.
60
He
bottles,
has
but it
high
doesn't.
tolerance. But then there's something you mentioned about that I work better.
That is his belief.
It is the confidence which comes. There's a boost in confidence which comes with the alcohol concentrations in your blood, and with that confidence, some people feel they perform better at work.
Okay.
So that's the reason why some people say they're taking alcohol to perform better at work. But if you can get that confidence without some boosts, chemical boost, it's okay. But then also there are those who have high tolerance. Remember, it begins with tolerance, then it goes to
Depending.
To dependence.
addiction,
Addiction and
actually.
dependence.
Then dependence. So now for you there with your tolerance, which is very low.
So there is something I have to say about that. One day I was, you guys have so many experiences. One day I was going home, I found someone alongside the road. Someone was rolling like a snake. I swear someone was rolling down there like a snake. I want to tell you this. I thought that someone was possessed until I had someone there abali bamwetoolodde saying that omusajja yanywedde. I don't know if it's okay for me to talk about that brand, but then they are saying that he had taken a certain type of alcohol. So someone was like, abebiwanga byabwe binafu. Febiwanga byaffe byaguma. Even if I take 2 bottles of that brand, nothing can happen to me. But then for him, I've never seen that again in my life. I didn't know that alcohol can actually cause that. I swear I saw someone like a snake down there, but because of alcohol.
That has also given
newcomers.
Me a question.
We have newcomers in this field.
That has given me a question also. Does it affect people differently?
Yeah, people have different tolerance levels. And for first timers, something called social drinking.
You will die.
Because we have two kinds of drinkers: the social drinker, then three kinds. Then there's one who's stressed, having problems, grief, etc. And once forget the problems. Then we now have the addicts and dependents. So the social drinker usually is entry level. My friends are going out. They put a bottle on the table. Everyone has a wine
spirit
glass.
Where everyone is free.
Like just
to take a shot
when the spirit is there.
Why take water?
That
is social drinking. And you drink a little, you feel high, conversations flow, you enjoy the moment, you even bond. Alcoholics love each other, so you bond together, your friends together at drinking, then your friends maybe at work, you all go back home. So you're enjoying that group drinking. Even though you don't have money, the one who has the money sponsors for all of us.
That is the thing.
That is the spirit.
Yes.
You go
just share the location and then we go to
Oh my God.
Now the brain starts to say, let's go and enjoy it again.
There is a casual drinker and there is an alcoholic. So
like,
how do we differentiate them?
Like daily drinking officer.
Just the way I define alcoholism. Someone has failed to control the urge to take alcohol. Every time they feel like they want to take alcohol and they can't withstand not taking alcohol. So basically that person is always going to be looking out for a beer, looking out for a spirit to take something so that at least they feel high. Now a casual drinker, I believe this person can take alcohol, but on occasions. We've gone for a party, I take 3 months without going for a party, I will not take alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm sober for those 3 months.
It's casual, they call it a timetable.
It is not a timetable. But for this person who is alcoholic, every now and then, my food is alcohol.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you so much to our dear viewers. We have come to the end of this session. Thank you for following us. Thank you for taking your time to view our content. And to those who have not yet subscribed to this channel, you can always subscribe so that when we drop a video, you easily get a notification on your phone. Follow us on TikTok. Yes, we are there for all the shots that you would like, for the episodes we shall be dropping in time. So, Doctor, thank you for joining us today.
Welcome.
Thank you for always taking that time to join us.
Happy to be with you.
He's a busy man, but he spares his time for us.
That is
a good
Thank you for always being eager to educate.
Thank you for educating us, our health animals.
We are doing it.
Our job is to animals the health lies that we swallow.
And to the viewer, the only way you can support us is by subscribing, sharing this content to your family members. You can actually not be an alcoholic, but there is your relative who needs to hear this information. So it is important that you can refer this information to someone else. And recovery is so possible. So reaching out. Yes, they can comment, because from the comment section, it's actually where we get topics that we discuss all the time. Someone might come up and ask a question that, guys, what is this all about? I would like to know about this. So we prepare and there is always structure episodes in a way that we are going to fully answer that question. So recovery is so possible, and reaching out is not a weakness. It's actually a strength. You can actually recover from alcoholism. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.